Meals, Models, and Murder. I'm Jason Horton.
I'm Rebecca Lieb.
And this is Ghost Town.
A warning, this Thanksgiving-themed episode talks a lot about pretty heavy topics, including mutilation, abuse, assault, murder, cannibalism. Just a warning in case you're easily nauseated or offended, or maybe today's just not the right day to listen to this episode. Omaima Ari Nelson was born and raised in Egypt, and as a child, she was the victim of horrific abuses, including sexual humiliation and female genital mutilation. In 1986, Nelson immigrated to the United States in hopes for a better life. Omaima Nelson was striking, to say the least. She was tall, long-limbed, with dark hair and eyes. She had nannied and modeled before moving to the United States. But it wasn't easy for her. Her photos are so innocent, so late 80s. I went through a lot of different photo shoots that she was in. For one, she's sitting on the hood of a car in jeans and a sweatshirt crop top, looking very young and excited and very chic, honestly. All photos of her, even ones in a courtroom, show just how beautiful she was. So Nelson moved to Orange County, where she became a sex worker while trying to break into the U.S. modeling market. She began trading sex for rent in cars from a long, overlapping line of men, most of whom were considerably older than her. In October 1991, Nelson, then 23, met her husband, William E. Bill Nelson, a 56-year-old pilot. Within days of meeting, the couple married. The abuse started almost instantly. Nelson's new husband would assault her, pimp her out to other men, and perform other senseless and sadistic acts of violence. One time when Nelson adopted a kitten, for example, Bill allegedly pulled the animal from her lap in a moving car and tossed it out the window. The two had known each other 5 weeks and had been married only 3 when something terrible happened. On November 28, 1991, Bill had sexually assaulted Nelson in their Costa Mesa, California apartment. In a rage, Omaima stabbed Bill with scissors and then began beating him with a clothes iron. As her new husband flailed, Nelson pummeled him to death with the iron, so hard that she broke her hand in the process, with a metal iron. In court, Nelson claimed that the sexual terror and abuses washed over her, culminating in this one brutal act of violence. Nelson, kneeling on the kitchen floor next to her dead husband, started butchering the body. She first cut off his hands and boiled them in oil to remove fingerprints. She cut off his head and stuck it in the freezer so she could later break out his teeth. She also castrated the body, one final point of revenge for the psychological, mental, and emotional toll of her short marriage. Nelson stuffed some body parts in the trash bags and put others down her garbage disposal, but prepared some parts for the darkest of Thanksgiving dinners, preparing, cooking, and eating the ribs of her dead husband. Over the next few days, Nelson enlisted a pair of ex-boyfriends to help her dispose of the rest of the body. But this didn't go as planned. Let's take a break.
Dan, Saatva is the best mattress choice for us. After all, how could you go wrong with their risk-free 180-day in-home trial and 15-year warranty?
That does sound risk-free. Takes me back to some of our risk-free vacations.
You mean that rafting excursion you claimed to be risk-free but ended in a 4-story waterfall? Or the African safari that ended with a flat tire by the lion's den? Or the...
You know what? Let's just order our Saatva.
Get $200 off your purchase of $1,000 or more at saatva.com/200.
What's up, y'all? I'm Tasia.
I'm Camo.
And you're listening to Unfazed and Unbothered,
the podcast where we talk all things social media, mental health, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of it, girl.
If you've been to prison, have a whole lot of baggage, struggle with mental health, and want to know how to stay unfazed and unbothered through it all, stay tuned to our podcast, Unfazed and Unbothered.
Yeah, pause whatever you're streaming now. Chances are this show is much juicier. We're available anywhere you can get podcasts. Rate, review, subscribe, and thank you for tuning in to Unfazed and Unbothered.
On December 1st, police got a tip about seeing body parts inside of a parked car. What a tip. The car belonged to Bill Nelson, and so did the body parts. Officers went straight to the Nelson home to inform her of the discovery, and once there, found still more newspaper-wrapped pieces of Bill in their refrigerator. Omaima Nelson was arrested on the spot for first-degree murder. Immediately claiming self-defense, Nelson said that Bill was an abuser, a BDSM enthusiast, who routinely bound her against her will and raped her. She told the police that Bill had raped her on Thanksgiving morning and that she was sure he would have killed her if she hadn't beaten him to it. Still others claimed Nelson was a sexy scam artist who used her good looks and penchant for BDSM play to rob and manipulate whoever would take the bait. At the time of her husband's death, in fact, she was facing 3 felony charges regarding a 1990 incident in which she allegedly tied up an ex, slapped him around, and demanded money at gunpoint. Think that's bad enough? You ain't heard nothing yet. The case obviously was absolutely sensational, but so was the trial, which started almost exactly a year after Nelson's arrest. It also wasn't lost on the media that the #1 movie dominating pop culture at the time was Silence of the Lambs. Most noteworthy was Nelson's interview with a psychiatrist, which was submitted into evidence. Hearing it, the jury got a window into the mind of someone who was absolutely not well. Nelson told her psychiatrist what happened the night of the murder, saying that she put on a, quote, red dress, red shoes, and a red hat before prepping and cooking Bill's rib meat. She said, "Something told me that I had to do it, like demons." Then as she ate at her kitchen table, according to the interview, Nelson declared, "I did his ribs just like in a restaurant. It's so sweet. It's so delicious. I like mine tender." The psychiatrist asserted that Nelson was in a psychotic state when she killed and ate her husband, and added that, in 20 years of his practice, he had never experienced a conversation with a subject so bizarre, so psychotic. The jury let this sink in, hearing the case in a courtroom whose walls were lined with photos of deep-fried hands, a frozen head, and a skinned torso. Deliberations started on January 4th, 1993. 6 days later, the jury declared Omaima Nelson guilty of second-degree murder. Jury foreman Famous Hooks said afterward, "It was really a tough decision. We couldn't come back with a first-degree murder verdict because we couldn't find the evidence. It wasn't there. It took us 6 days. We worked really hard." Nelson was sentenced to 27 years to life in prison, and she still vehemently denies eating her husband, taking back her admission after initial interviews. Nelson first became eligible for parole in 2006, but was denied when commissioners found her unpredictable and a serious threat to public safety. She became eligible again in 2011, and Nelson insisted she was not a monster, pointing out that she had never hurt the man she married while incarcerated, even though in the trailer where the couple had conjugal visits, there were knives in the kitchen. She was denied by the parole board again, citing that she had not taken responsibility for the murder and would not be a productive citizen if she were freed. She will not be able to seek parole again until 2026.
So from us at Ghost Town to you, we hope you have
Oh my God.
a very happy Thanksgiving.
Oh.
OMG. Your BFF's birthday is here and you don't know what to get her? No worries. 1-800-Flowers.com has you covered. 1-800-Flowers is the ultimate birthday gifting destination for those who know it's not about giving a gift. It's about giving the gift. Make every birthday brighter with exclusive offers and great values on gorgeous bouquets and arrangements. To order today, visit 1-800-Flowers.com/tune-in. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/tune-in.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, has a Turkey Day no-brainer. New customers can bet just $1 on any Thanksgiving NFL game and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a point. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code SWING. That's code SWING at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Virginia only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call the Virginia Problem Gambling Helpline at 888-532-3500.
OMG. Your BFF's birthday is here and you don't know what to get her? No worries. 1-800-Flowers.com has you covered. 1-800-Flowers is the ultimate birthday gifting destination for those who know it's not about giving a gift. It's about giving the gift. Make every birthday brighter with exclusive offers and great values on gorgeous bouquets and arrangements. To order today, visit 1-800-Flowers.com/tune-in. That's 1-800-Flowers.com/tune-in.